Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tay Dewey Show. I'm Taylor Duhan. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to be reacting to Atheist and Christian play Truth or Drink by Cut. So I just saw this video and I thought it'd be interesting to do a reaction to it. So let's get right into it.
What's the difference between a religion and a cult?
There is.
It's false. Already off to a bad start.
Hi, I'm John.
Hey, I'm Jay.
I'm Kelly.
Mary Jane, nice to meet you.
I'm Abby.
I'm Chris. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So how do you all identify religiously?
I'm atheist.
And I'm a Christian.
Atheist.
I am like Baptist Christian.
How long have you been Baptist?
Since I was born, I grew up in the church. My dad's a pastor.
I've been Satanist for about 4
Hey!
years now.
I am a United Methodist pastor. Been a pastor for 20
Oh, I don't know that one right there. You catch that? Right there. Notice it immediately. Yeah, this guy. Nope, we're just gonna let him talk. We're gonna watch the video.
27 years.
Do you want to start with a shot?
Sure.
Are you doing baby shots? You doing real shots? Okay.
Cheers to happiness.
Do you believe non-believers are going to hell? Why or why not?
We're gonna answer all these questions, if I can. Non-believers going to hell? There's a half this question I can't answer, kind of, because there's not really an explanation to it. Okay. First off, if you've heard of Christianity, you've heard of it spoken about, you don't believe it, and you don't want to have a relationship with God, God's not going to force you to have a relationship with Him in heaven. So yes, you will not go to heaven to be with God. So yes, if you're a non-believer, you'd go to hell. But if someone's never heard of Christianity, I don't know the answer to that. But I do know that God is a just God, and He's a fair judge. So I just know that. So I don't know what will happen to the people who've never heard about Christianity, but people who've never heard about Christianity will know that there's a creator. They will know that there's a God who made everything around us. You know? So, there you go. Answer that.
I do.
That's what she said.
That's very hard.
There's the part of me that's been trained to give a certain answer. You know what? I'm going to drink for that. I don't know.
I'll do one with you.
Perfect.
That's one of the biggest things for me as far as being a non-believer is why can't I, being as good and kind of a person, I could be Mother Teresa, but if I don't believe in Him, I'm shunned.
I don't believe in a heaven and hell. What I believe is
He's not a Christian. Not a Christian. I don't know why he's identifying as Christian. This guy's the biggest fraud ever.
whatever is after this life, I would say is somehow a continuation of the ways in which we've lived our life.
What about Christianity or Christians are you jealous of?
I can't answer that. I'm a Christian.
What you jealous about us? Oh, the shade.
It's very romanticized being a Christian when you're on the outside. So I always was looking and being like, wow, that looks like what a real family looks like. My family is fighting every night. We don't sit at the table and pray. We sit in front of the TV with our TV dinners.
I think there's a certain comfort in believing in an afterlife.
It's kind of sad for that lady, what she was talking, Satanist. How she's saying, like, my family always fought, you know. I think that's the good thing about Christianity, is that it teaches family values.
You know, in a sense. So definitely the community and the sense of peace I feel that a lot of Christians get.
This is my favorite question in the whole world.
Good.
What's your search word when you're looking for porn to watch?
None, because I don't watch porn.
I have one.
What?
I don't think I have a search word.
You're not a homepage guy, are you? You just scrolling through the homepage?
Is that what it is?
I like the solo stuff.
Masturbation.
Yeah, mostly solo stuff.
That's so
I don't
weird.
watch porn.
See?
People don't believe me because they be like, everybody masturbates, blah, 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 blah.
See, that's good.
But like, I tried, and it don't hit the same when you're not with somebody who you actually care about. I'm sorry.
No, let me tell you something.
I'm sorry.
Crazy.
I love sex, but don't nobody love me like I love you.
I wish I could be like that. Don't be weird.
This is like the most Christian lady out of the other guys. The other
I'm
girl and
dead.
guy.
Okay.
Between believers and non-believers, who is better in bed?
I generally don't know
These
if
are very
I would hook up with
sexualized
somebody
questions.
who is religious.
The people you hooked up with,
Yeah.
did they yell, "Oh God, oh God, oh God"? Because that's a hint. That's a hint. Are they religious or not?
They weren't, but that's probably because I'm just bad at.
Also, Christians don't hook up. It's not, I mean, some do, but that's not a part of the Christian culture. It's hookup culture. It's not. It's part of the sexual revolution, which is more of a lib thing, and Christians are more conservative. Usually, most of the time, this guy's a big lib. I can just tell already. But, you know, it's not really a part of the Christian culture, the hookup. It's heavily discouraged.
No.
Do you even ask for the religion before you do the nasty?
No, I ain't worried.
If there's one thing us gays are known for, it's fast and easy hookups where religion is usually not brought up.
What race and gender is Jesus?
Jesus is a Jew. He's a Middle Eastern Jew. And he's a man. Simple answer.
I believe he is a male.
Regularly describe Jesus as a first century Palestinian Jew.
Okay.
So brown skin.
Yeah, super dark skin.
Arabic.
Yeah.
There's no
Arab,
way
Middle Eastern.
he's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus.
What are your thoughts on when people, whether they identify Jesus as a woman for themselves or no gender, no race, are you all like, that's okay?
Nope, it's not okay. It's not. Jesus was a Jewish man. And that's incorrect what they're picturing in their minds.
Is God male? Absolutely not. Clearly not. Was Jesus?
God is not male. No, but God is he's a personal being. He's not an it. God isn't an it, so we refer to him as him because he's our heavenly father. Which is more of like a father figure, but he's not a male. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty sure historically he was. But
Okay.
what did he represent? And the idea of divinity? That is beyond pronouns.
What about you? Do you believe that God is a woman?
I believe God does not exist.
Hey, so question.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Satan as an entity exists?
I don't. For me personally, it's just a way of living where you live to be happy. You want other people to be happy no matter what they do, even if you disagree, and you help other people.
Man,
Makes the world go round.
that's like a pretty
and
horrible.
round,
Here, let me
and
try.
round and round. What if we could make the
People who aren't
That's pretty horrible. Like, to go by. Not the concept she said, but like the Satanist definition. Just be like, I want people to be happy. Like, come up with a different adjective for yourself instead of Satanist. Because Satanist is not a good thing.
basically just don't be a dick.
I think that would be a great slogan for the church. Don't you think so?
I love
Because I
that.
think that's really what Jesus was about. Don't be a dick.
Let's see what this next one is. Tell me about your most egregious sin.
Probably.
Dang. I don't know. I haven't done very, very bad things. Probably just some sexual immorality, you know what I'm saying? Like the hub type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, a lot of guys, not a lot of guys, I'm not making an excuse, I'm just saying. That's probably the worst thing I've ever done. Not proud of it, but it happens. Not it happens, I'm not making excuses. Dang, I keep making excuses, bro. I did it, I messed up. Try not to do it.
My parents for money for drugs.
I used to scam people. That was pretty lit. I would get a fake profile, but it was really my friend. I would just use my friend's picture to just chop it up with these dudes online who are definitely weirdos, and I would just tell them I'm about to link up with them for, you know, some little sexual favors. As soon as they send me the money, I block them.
You want to know my most egregious sin? It goes back.
Okay.
This is like 20 years ago, before I became a pastor. I was so convinced that homosexuality was wrong.
You just lied right there. Homosexuality is wrong. Homosexuality is the idea of it, biblically speaking, is wrong. So, you have multiple verses in the Bible. I don't know any off mine. I know there's some in Romans. There's some in some of the Old Testament, some of the New Testament. I'm not sure exactly where they are, but there are. They are there. You can look it up for yourself. They're there. And this guy's just full of it. He's just lying. He's just straight up lying.
That I prayed that gay and lesbian people would go to hell. That they, not that
That part's not good. That part's not good. That gay and lesbian people should go to hell. I don't believe that. I hope God works in their lives and helps them not commit those acts, and they could go to heaven and have a relationship with them. That's what I pray for. But not they go to hell.
that they would be changed. Not that they'd be converted, but that they would actually go to hell because they deserve it.
What was it in your brain that was like, it's better for them to just go to hell as opposed to...
No, I was that vindictive and
You were just-
judgmental. It was horrible.
Between us, who has slept with more people, had more sex? Yeah. I've slept with one person, mine.
Dang, bro, I got that zero body right there, bro. Like the ultimate V card, bro.
Entire life, so.
I slept with more than 100 people by the time I graduated high school.
The frick, bro? That guy's lying, bro. I don't mean this in a mid-way, like in a rude way, bro, but this guy is mid as frick. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, bro, but he ain't got over 100. Did he sleep with, like, it depends where he went to school, though. That's for real. Like, if he went to some small town, bro, like, my mom's graduating class was, like, 100 people. Because she lived in, like, a small town in Dallas, Texas. So, we're not Dallas, Texas. It's somewhere in Dallas. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's in Dallas. And, yeah, like, I mean, I'm sorry, bro. This guy did not have, this guy is lying, bro. He ain't not got 100 bodies, bro.
In my entire life, so.
I slept with more than 100 people by the time I graduated high school.
Between us, who has slept with more people or had more sex?
Probably you.
Definitely you. What are you talking about?
Ain't
Do I look
nobody
like
hitting this.
I look like a hoe? That's what you're trying to What's your money coming
What's
here
my-
for?
What's my number? What?
What's your number?
Let's
here
do it
for?
on 3.
Ooh, okay.
7.
13. Maybe I'm like that.
13.
Sorry about it.
I kind of was
Yeah,
a little
not here to
bit
judge.
of a hoe, before I met my partner. Now I'm probably 50 feet. I'm at 21.
I'm 57.
Damn!
I thought that was your body count for a second. I was like, whoa.
So I've been married for almost 30 years, so that really wipes out. But before we were married, I was kind of a hoe. Yay! I'm probably double digits, but maybe just over. That's probably something I should just yeah, to being a hoe.
Dang.
What about Christianity don't you agree with? What do you think is the most outdated thing about your religion?
I agree with it all. Every last bit of it, I agree with. Every last bit of it. You can't mention one thing in the Bible. Okay. All the principles in the Bible I agree with. Not the bad things that it's mentioned, like slavery, murder, rape, sexual immorality. Not those. I agree with the principles in the Bible. To clarify.
Oh, there's a lot that I don't agree with. I am a very firm follower of Jesus, not a firm follower of the church, if that makes sense.
I understand what you're saying. That makes sense. That makes sense. But if you're going to be a firm follower of Jesus, you have to follow the Bible, including the Gospels and all the New Testament. You got to follow that if you're a follower of Jesus.
One thing I do not like about Christianity is a lot of people who are Christians go to the extreme. For example, at Pride parades, you'll see them with signs talking about you're going to hell, and at the end of the day, the Bible says to love your neighbor.
It depends on interpretation. Like, there's plenty of stuff in church dogma and doctrine and tradition that I don't agree with. There's stuff in
The church specifically? Okay, what was the prompt again? Let me go back to the prompt. Let me hear that prompt again, because I'll make sure I understand it exactly.
What about Christianity don't you agree with? What do you think is the most outdated thing about your religion?
Oh.
Okay, so yeah. That's not what I thought. Yeah. So I answered the prompt correctly. But if we're going to talk about the church specifically, the church does historically have a lot of issues. Some a little bit with sexual incidences with, what's the word for it? Like the fathers in churches, like the pastors. Whatever this guy's called. It's not a pastor. It's something else for the Catholicism. There's a little bit of issues with that. And sometimes there's a lot of hate in the churches. But that's not the principles taught in the Bible. So that's a personal thing.
interpretation. Like, there's plenty of stuff in church dogma and doctrine and tradition that I don't agree with. There's stuff in the Methodist Church that I don't agree with. Only until recently, like for 50 years, has ostracized gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender
It shouldn't ostracize them, but it shouldn't support their lifestyle. Just a biblical understanding.
people. And that's horrific to me.
I've experienced a lot of sexism.
It shouldn't be hated. You shouldn't hate the people, but you should hate the sin. Understand? If you have a liar, liars are welcome into the church. You should support them, but not their decisions. You should support the person, but not the lying.
I think
that.
there's a lot of gender roles that are completely outdated and not even biblically supported either.
I hate that interpretation of Scripture, that it's exclusive to people. But for me, it doesn't mean that the whole thing needs to be written off. But there's a lot of pieces that we need to update.
You did it!
Hell
How
yeah.
was this meeting of the mind?
Alright, guys. I can't get over it, bro. I can't. There is no freaking way. Hold on. There's no freaking way. This guy kind of looks like Joe Biden, I'm not gonna lie. He looks like Joe.
There's one thing.
There's no way this dude right here's got 100 bodies. Over 100 bodies, bro. There is no chance. There's no chance. Like 0% chance he's got 100 bodies.
Us gays are known for its fast and easy hookups where
Well, where is it? Let me see if I can find the exact.
He lying to my parents for money for drugs. With one person my entire life, so.
I slept with more than 100 people by the time I graduated high school.
It's a lot. He's just lying straight through his teeth. I do not believe him. I don't believe him. Don't think I'm like being jealous because I got 0 bodies. I don't want any bodies. I don't want any. I'm saving it for marriage, dog. But this ain't right. This ain't not right. He ain't not got 100 bodies. He's a liar. But that's it. Comment, like, subscribe. What a video I should do. Make sure to comment. Please comment that. And see you guys in the next video. Peace out.